Hey guys, it's FireGingerWolf back here with another Guild Wars video. For this video, we'll be playing with a Bladesworn Power Shoutsworn build. So this is a warrior using the Bladesworn, and the idea of this build is has a bit of everything from burst damage to group support and great sustain. Basically, the Bladesworn gets access to flow instead of adrenaline, and then we get that Gunsaber, so we lose access to weapon swapping. So we have a weapon, we have the axe shield, and we have the Gunsaber as our backup. Basically, the Dragon Slash is a lot of our. The Dragon Trigger is where a lot of our burst comes from. The Axe and Shield is more of a defensive set, where the Gun seems to be the more offensive. For Great Justice on my mark can be used offensive, defensively, and the sustain we want to make sure we use spam basically all the spam all of the Gunsaber triggers. Every source of might is going to offer us healing. We have to make sure we get the combat stimulant correct on things, and then we have a couple um, condition cleansing, shake it off, and a shrug it off, which is in part of the traits. So we'll go through everything here quickly, and then we'll do the 2 games, and then we'll be done. So for traits, we have strength, reckless dodge, damage towards the end of your dodge roll. The more foes you gain might for each foe struck. Restorative strength using a healing skill grants might. Building momentum, burst skills restore endurance on hit. Great fortitude, gain vitality and ferocity based on percentage of your power. Pinnacle of strength might apply to you, grants more power. Your critical hit chance is increased. And might makes right. Gain health and endurance whenever you apply might to yourself. For tactics, we have marching orders. Periodically gain soldiers' focus. Hitting with a burst skill expends soldiers' focus to grant might to nearby allies. Leg specialist, mobilize a target when you cripple them with a skill. Deal increased strike damage to foes affected with the movement impaired conditions. Empowered, deal increased strike damage for each boon on you. You shrug it off. You shrug it off automatically when you have a number of conditions on you, which is 1. Removing a damaging condition from an ally heals them, and basically it breaks stun, heals, and removes the condition. Mending might, applying might to an ally heals you. Vigorous shout skills gain reduced recharge and heal allies. Gain healing power based on your power. And then for the Gunsaber, we get access to the gun sword, which I'll go through during the weapons. Reverse flow, incoming healing increased, heal yourself. Healing yourself increases flow rate. Dragon scale defense, gain boons when entering dragon trigger. Unshakable mountain, using the final round of ammo on ammunition skill, grants barrier. Guns and Glory, gain ferocity for a short duration when you hit with an explosion. This affects stacks duration. And Unyielding Dragon, Dragon Slash becomes unblockable, ignore blindness, and stun foes on hit. Gain might whenever you convert flow into charges. For skills, you have combat stimulate. Heal yourself and enter stim state. When stim state expires, you are healed again. Using the skill while in stim state grants boons. So we want to make sure that we want to make sure that we time it right so we get the healing. And that'll be one thing that I may or may not get right, but we'll see. Shake it off. Cure conditions on yourself and nearby allies. Also breaks stun. For Great Justice, grant fear and might to yourself and nearby allies. On my mark, call out target to make them vulnerable and reveal them. And then tactical reload. Reload ammo on all your professional skills. Your next dragon trigger generates more charges per interval. For weapons, we have the axe and shield. We have the chop, which delivers 6 different chops. Cyclone axe, spin around and attack all foes. Apply vulnerability and gain fury for each foe. Throw an axe that cripples foes. Deal bonus damage at lower health thresholds. Shield bash your foe with a shield and stun them. And then shield stance to block attacks. And then we have the Gunsaber here. Fiance. Girlfriend sent me a text. Huh, that's cool. Gunsaber, slash, strike, and shoot with a Bartle. Hit with the final brutal stab and fire an explosion. Booming fire, slash your blade and release a volley explosions. Artillery slash, shoot a shell from your sword that explodes on impact, hitting the first enemy and crippling them. Cyclone trigger, Spin and block any projectile, strikes all foes in melee range, and then fires shots at foes out of the range. And then break step, lunge forward with explosive force, damaging enemies at your starting position. For amulet, we have Berserker for power, precision, ferocity. For the link rune, we have the links for power, condition damage, and movement speed. And then for the axe and shield, we have sigil of intelligence for getting our next 3 attacks or your 100% crit chance. And energy, gain 25% endurance when swapping this while in combat. Sorry, I got an interesting text about Marvel casting. So that's what I was responding to that. But this definitely will. Hopefully, this will work well. The last build I did with the warrior was the Gunsaber build. So that was all about Gunsaber. I didn't really use a whole lot of the other weapon. This one we'll have to make sure we're using both, because the axe is more the defensive and stuff, whereas the Gunsaber is more the offensive. So we'll want to make sure that we're doing a good job on that. So.
It's over.
Okay. Just gonna read something here quickly. Be careful in the timing of combat stimulant. The charges don't stack. If you use the second one before the first heal goes off, the first one won't heal you. Okay. So you want to make sure that the first one completely triggers and then do it again. If you need the boons, you need the boons. But I think you get good healing out of this. Yeah, so you get initial heal of 3,400, and then the delayed after 5 seconds is 3,700. And when you heal, using the skill while in the stim state grants boons. So either you basically gain the healing or the boons.
The match starts soon.
That was a quick start. So. Alright. Here we go. We'll see how game 1 goes.
Feel the fury.
Hold on to your points. Seize theirs. An enemy ship is pulling into the harbor. It's the Capricorn.
Rin, I call upon your power. Shake it off.
You've lost the dock. The bazaar is yours.
They'll have to hit much harder.
Oh, crap. Oh, are you kidding me? The hammer got there late. Shoot. Come on.
Your enemy took the archway. The dock's been captured.
Almost there. Let's do this. My mark.
Really? Come on. Not gonna lie, I thought my team was there. I didn't see them.
You've lost the dock.
Are you kidding me?
All better. The dragon waits.
Ah, crap. Get the finish, get the finish. No! No! Shoot.
They've taken the bazaar from you.
Come on, guys.
Cannons loaded. Ring the bell to signal them to fire. You've taken the archway.
That sounds about right.
My mark. Shake it off. Shake it off. I'm ready to unleash.
The dragon waits.
My mark.
Wow. Alright. You got it? Okay.
Blue team ring the bell. Fire all cannons.
That works pretty good.
Your enemy took the archway. The bazaar is yours.
Of course. Oh my god. Really?
Through.
What? Must have died from the damage. Alright. Just make sure I do the right signal.
The dock's been captured.
Feel the fury. My mark. Feel the fury. Shake it off. Almost ready.
Oh, really?
My mark.
Be ready to give the signal and return fire once the cannons are loaded.
Nice. Nice work.
I feel good.
You've taken the archway.
Let's do this.
Cannons loaded. Ring the bell to signal them to fire. Blue team ring the bell. Fire all cannons.
I've got the target.
Your enemy took the archway.
Shake it off. Gaining adrenaline. My mark. It's time.
Really?
Shake it off. My mark. Shake it off.
The dock's been captured.
Oh crap. Necro, necro, necro.
All better. Gaining adrenaline.
I was like, oh crap. Nice. gonna do that.
Replenishing.
Nice work, guys. Hey, hi there.
You've lost the dock.
It's a little like when you have teammates and you're not the main focus, it works really good.
You've taken the archway.
Overall, really good first game.
Be ready to give the
Not
signal.
bad.
Return fire once the cannons are loaded.
Is it just
Nice work.
Your team is victorious.
Didn't get a top stat, but that's okay. 176. Not bad. No, that when you got the Gunsaber skills to go off and you could get the shouts going and all that stuff, worked really, really good. It was me figuring out the healing. That combat stimulant is interesting. It's good. It's just get the timing right. It's probably the big thing, and then making sure you shake it off at a reasonable point. It's either it's max conditions, or like a good amount of conditions, or you are stunned. And I mean, if you're stunned, you're gonna probably use it anyways if you have conditions because it gets rid of both. But it's kind of if you're not having conditions and you're stunned, you're gonna use it, or it's kind of the finding probably adjusting to what the other team is using. But overall, not bad for a first game. Gunsaber definitely packs a wallop. That's for sure. I didn't use the axe a whole lot. I tried to. I kept clicking my that whatever symbol that is to switch, and it wasn't working. And I had to make sure it's my 11 key on my mouse, or the minus, which is I have 11 on my mouse to swap it, and I wasn't clicking that. I was clicking the other button because I'm so used to that other button working. So, but overall that was good. If I swap more often, I think that'll help because I've got those extra little bonuses if I swap and stuff. I think in energy and crit chance. So if I can get those at a better rotation, I think I'd do much better, and then making sure I understand the stimulant. So
feel the fury?
yeah, it's kind of the making sure you use it maybe whoa, I forgot I had that as my button. Making sure you use it ahead of time so that you have the 5 seconds to heal. But obviously, if you need the extra healing right away, it's 12,000-ish in total if we round down to 3,000 for each, which is really good. But it's that 5 seconds where it needs to expire. It's not like an engineer AED where you want yourself to die to get that max health back. This is you need to be alive the whole 5 seconds to get that health. So 2 guardians, 2 specters, and a Bladesworn. This will be interesting.
The match starts soon.
All right, here we go. Game number 2. I keep clicking that button. It's not swapping for me.
Hold on to your points. Seize theirs.
Replenishing. Titan. They'll have to hit much harder. Take it off.
Ah, crap. Ah, I wondered. Just gonna do that instead.
You've taken the graveyard.
Nice. Nice. I keep clicking my wrong button to switch to my axe and shield. I keep clicking my... I don't know what that symbol is. I don't want to attempt because I'm going to say it wrong. Wow. Oh, they have an AFK. That sucks. If I get the... I think it's the timing on this. And then
You've captured the quarry.
it's the making sure that I use this maximum potential, and then making sure that sounds about right. Oh, that's lovely. And whoa, all right.
You've lost the quarry.
Oh man. Whoa.
Do this.
All right.
The waterfall is yours.
Alright.
You've taken the graveyard.
Almost ready. Adrenaline full. The dragon waits.
I gotta make sure that, because I remember it's so used to using. I'm so used to using just the first dragon trigger. I know the other one, there's a range, which I don't use a whole lot.
Time to do some real damage.
Save yourself.
Shake it off.
Cooling down.
Protect me. I could outrun a centaur. The dragon waits. Shake it off.
Okay.
Shake it off. My mark.
Wow.
My mark. The dragon waits. This doesn't it.
Oh gosh. Ah, man.
I'm ready. Feel its strength. Attack my target.
Your team
There we
is
go.
victorious.
That sucks they only had 4.
All mine.
I've been on that end too, and it is frustrating. I try my best to actually do something, but sometimes it's impossible. But so overall, that is a really good build. Great damage, good sustain. And I know I keep saying this, but the couple things that I'm not 100% sure on, the combat stimulant. So you trigger it, and then you have to wait 5 seconds for the second heal. If you trigger it beforehand, you start the second stim, but you gain boons from the first one. And then they shake it off. Obviously, it's kind of okay. If you're fighting, say, a necromancer or somebody who does a lot of conditions, obviously you'll want to make sure that you have this for conditions. Or you're playing against somebody who does a lot of stun for work, you want to make sure you have it for stun. So, and you have 2 charges, which helps, but it's finding the right balance of when to use it, not to use it, sort of thing. But then the might and the fury, great damage. The vulnerability just going to increase their damage, and reveal the on thieves is quite annoying because then you can't stealth. Tactical reload just gives you more ammo, so you burn through all your ammo skills, get another 1 charge, and then you get more barrier again at the end. Ranged finisher, bash, fury blocking. Nope, wrong end. And then you get your gunsaber, your damage, your movement and damage, melee, a shell that cripples, and then with that like specialist, you immobilize them, and then you get extra damage for that time, which is awesome. Actually, movement impaired. So crippling would technically increase that damage. You get the release explosions, and you get just the chain. So overall, a really good build. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Again, I know I apologize for this weekend for not getting some up Sunday, but I wasn't, or Saturday wasn't feeling the best. But I made sure to get up some too for you guys, and I'll make sure to have some more the rest of the week. So take care. Have a great rest of your night, guys, and be sure to hit that like, subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. Take care.